Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Jumbo VR. Today we are with the good friend Whisper DCS. As always,
Hello.
he's in the BF 109, and we're doing some Warbird strikes, some air-to-ground sorties against a couple of infantry members on the
I
Marianas
might have
Islands.
broken the plane.
And how have you broken the plane, my good man?
Because I think I oversped the flaps. I broke it. Yeah, I broke the flap.
Yeah, your flaps are also looking a little bit shot, too.
They
got
are?
a couple bullet holes in them.
Oh, I do have a lot of holes in there.
Yep, you definitely got a couple
No, I
on your
oversped.
undercarriage and on your tail as well.
Yeah, it happens. Whatever, I can land it, and then...
Alright, let's go see how you land this thing.
I'm very fast, so I'm gonna basically just coast over this whole thing, because I don't actually
Make
have
sure to stay on the left side in the runway. There you go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's see how he does.
And I have to go around.
No, you're good.
I'm just so fast. I'm idle.
Bring it down.
Yeah, that was a lie, I'm not idle.
There you go. And now, just slowly pull back.
I'm literally gonna have to go around.
Gently. You're good. Oh, no, he did the bounce back. Alright, there he goes. He's going around. That's okay. It'll give us time to taxi.
So much, like, having to go, like, so much left stick.
You can utilize all of the tools that you have. Use as much
trim
as possible.
I have literally this just as pitch trim.
Okay, never mind. And I can't even see around the... Oh, there's a mosquito right in front of me. Okay. There's nothing over here.
I'm gonna have to get a new slot anyway.
Alright, I'll be able to take off on the furthest runway. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try to take off on this halfway point here, where this mosquito's taking off from. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Probably going to die.
You'll be able to. It's more than halfway.
But we'll try our best.
You have more than halfway, I should say.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the tragic remains of another P-47 pilot who didn't know what he was doing.
So it was you.
And I gotta say, I feel sorry for whatever dumbass pilot is responsible for that. Because it can never be me.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. Shut your ass up, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Mr. Conway! Oh, man.
And this time I remembered that I'm not at idle.
Funniest part, I take my boat out on Lake Conway.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the name of the lake that I actually took my boat out on. And all the stories when I posted. I know you've seen the boat. You gotta hop in the whip.
Sitting in the boat.
One of these days. You'll have to come through. Hop on the boat.
I don't know what my landing speed is. Whenever it stops being in the air, I guess.
Wind's up, we're coming from the direction. Oh, yeah, there you go. You're coming, landing in the opposite direction. That was me. But I saw that.
Right that over your wreckage.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm struggling on takeoff here. Oh, we got a beautiful view of the ground. I'm looking literally right outside the aircraft.
This is not correct. Oh yeah, my landing gear are partially collapsed.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, they're just not... Yeah, I think I oversped everything. I'm gonna... Oh! I did a bad thing.
What bad thing hath you do?
Oh, it's leaking. That's sick. That's what it looks like it anyway. Yeah, I nosed over slightly and broke my plane, so I'm gonna get a new plane.
Oh. Well, these things happen. Should have filmed that, but I was also struggling to keep myself alive, which I almost just failed to do. So, whew, I want to go ahead and gain myself some altitude before I just crash back into the ground like I just nearly did. And we're still going for... Yeah, we're still going for that same group.
Oops. Damn it.
To the southwest of the island. Got it. We're going to turn on our gun sight. And turn up our gun sight rheostat. So I can actually see the sight. There we go. Got our gimbal on. As we get to a high enough altitude, we'll turn on our compressibility flaps to prevent us from not being able to pull out of a high-speed nosedive when we do our bombing run. Always paying attention to the manifold pressure here on this gauge. The RPM right here, making sure that it doesn't go above the red, which in this case is around 52 and 63 on the manifold pressure, and the RPM is around 27 for maximum. So with altitude, you notice in these older Warbirds that the manifold pressure will descend when you get higher up, and if your aircraft is capable for supercharging, you can turn on the boost, which will then increase the manifold pressure and allow you to speed the propeller up a little bit faster at higher altitudes. But you don't want to have the boost going 100% when you're at low altitude, because that can cause issues, I've noticed.
I'm taxing. Bro, I gotta learn how to use the nuke in the MiG-21.
Yep, we definitely need to do a video about that, where you take an entire section of this map and turn it into a circular crater.
It's not a very big nuke. It's a small tac nuke. Well, there's two types. But where?
But that's still gonna do a pretty decent amount of damage, bro.
I don't know how much it does, because there's nothing... Terrain isn't destructible in DCS.
Well, hold on. I remember, like, this is about a year ago. I saw a MiG-21 drop a nuke on a server, and everyone in the chat was like, "Oh, the nuke is coming. Oh, he just dropped it, and it was going." And so I looked where it dropped, and it was dropped in a Persian Gulf server around like Kesab Island, like on the high area.
Yeah.
And there was literally, like, where there used to be mountains and where there used to be desert and normal terrain on the map, it turned into a circular, like, crater that looked like a semicircle, like a half sphere, just dug into the ground. We gotta
figure out how to do this now.
It was a huge...
Let's do that after
huge, massive crater.
You can start
Well,
up
I mean, I don't have the
and then-
MiG-21.
I have it, so you start up a server, we can just go on that, and then I can just hop in and you can observe if you want to. Or just cruise around with me and then...
Do all MiG-21s have that capability, or is it only certain servers that allow that?
You can restrict loadouts, and so I imagine a lot of servers restrict the nuke loadout, because that's kind of OP.
Because you can just destroy a whole entire airfield with that.
Yeah. I don't know how to do anything in the MiG-21. I can start it, kind of. That's about it.
Well, That's a start. No pun intended, but that's definitely what you gotta at least
Yeah,
know
I'll
how to
just look in
do.
the manual and see how to do it. It's just turning some switches on and then pressing it. There's tactics for how to do it. You basically are supposed to do toss bombing. I'm just gonna I will do that, but not hit a specific area.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost near the target area. We're gonna go ahead and reach 100 knots. Compressibility flaps down, regular flaps are down. Nose is coming over, and we are now strafing the target area. We're letting loose.
Everyone disconnected. It's just us.
And I dropped the bombs. Flaps are coming up. Turning around to see where the bombs hit. Right on target. And we're backing out. Giving full throttle, putting compressibility flaps up. And we're on to the second pass. Yeah, we've definitely been putting in work. And definitely, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to realism, I would recommend that through the Inferno servers or the TAC servers, if they are available on the current map that you're trying to fly on. There's some maps like Sinai that don't have TAC servers, but they are superior.
Syria.
Yeah, Syria, and I think the Persian Gulf has one, and I think that Nevada has one as well. And I'm pretty certain that Caucasus has one, but those are the superior servers. Like, they don't get much better than that. So now we're going to attempt to target this area right over here. There's a couple trucks right here by these trees. Those are the ones that we're going to target first.
I got the cannon to work, by the way.
See those. Oh, fantastic. That's what I love to hear.
And I'm about here now with my big old bomb.
So those trucks are going to be at the tip of this tree line here. That's where I'm going to be aiming the guns. So, for my first person view, I'm going to be paying attention to where the smoke was in relation to that tree line. And I see that the smoke was a little bit in front and to the right of where the tree line ended. So when I zoom in, I can see that it's a little bit in front to the right, and I look down to the left, and then I can see where the tree line ends, and I can also see where the truck is located. Now at this point, I know exactly where I'm going to be aiming on my strafe. Gain as much altitude as possible. Once I get to 150 knots, I'm going to put compressibility flaps all the way down, and normal flaps all the way down. When I get to 125 knots, going idle on throttle and nose down. And you have to time this just right. You have to time it to where you're about 2 miles into the target area, so you don't overshoot the target, but you also don't want to be doing a straight dive. You want to be doing like almost a 90-degree dive, but a slight diagonal. Because a 90-degree dive is going to be a lot harder to pull out of. Alright, so I've got the targets in sight. I'm now just laying into them. Pull up. And I'm pulling out of ammo, flaps up, compressibility flaps up, and I'm egressing.
The bomb hit?
Turning around, my bomb's already dropped on the previous target. Turning around, and I'm making sure that I'm not getting shot at. Looks like I made a good solid contact with that target, and now I'm egressing back to base. On the egress, constantly checking the manifold pressure and the RPM, making sure we don't exceed limits, as well as the miles per hour. So your bomb didn't drop? I thought you had the weapons armed on.
I know, I didn't know why it didn't drop. Let's do a different setting.
Alright, so now we're gonna attempt to land at the airfield.
Oh, I overspin my flaps again. I overspin my flaps again. On one side, that's why I'm getting so much asymmetric drag, is because half of my flaps are locked and the other half is not.
I see. So right when you take off, you gotta lift those things up.
No, I know, but I was trying to put them down in my dive.
Oh, and then if you go too fast, they actually overspeed them? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, that's
So I have them on my
so
left
that's
side.
something you have to learn with that aircraft, is that they can't do the same thing that the P-47 can.
Yeah, I need to not do flaps down.
Yep.
I just don't understand when my bomb won't drop.
Make sure you've got like the hard points armed as well as
Yeah,
the weapons. You might just need to press the manual jettison button.
I did it before.
It is pretty unusual. Alright, so ladies and gents, we're going to actually attempt to land on the left runway here, where there is a little bit of debris at the start of the runway, and I'm not responsible for that. But we're going to just fly right over that.
Did I break this?
Guns and camera. Don't have to worry about that. The head symbology on the heads up display there. Just now paying attention to our miles per
I
hour.
missed the button. That's what I did.
Oh, you gotta hit the button.
It's a circuit breaker.
I see. Now you should be able to drop it. Alright, so now once we get to about 100 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen, we should be able to land. Just kidding, because the gear's not down. So now we're going to drop the gear. Alright, gear's all the way down. Now we should be able to drop this thing down for landing. Oh, got a little bump. There we go. We're on the ground. All the way back on the stick. A little bit on the brakes to slow it down. And giving it some throttle, making sure that the engine doesn't stall out. Checking the RPM, keeping it above 10 or
Pretty accurate
1,000
actually.
And there you go. We're on the ground, just like that. Engine's running, and we're ready for the next sortie. So I'm gonna go ahead and taxi to the end of the runway here, and then I'll take off in the opposite direction. What's your situation looking like there, partner?
I got my bomb off.
You got the bomb off?
Yeah.
Nice. This is what I'm
I
talking
hit
about.
pretty close to what I wanted to hit, but I don't think I killed it.
I mean, close is good enough.
Well, not really, if I didn't damage the thing. But for the sake of practice, it was okay. It wasn't even a ridiculously steep dive, though.
Dang, look at all these kills my guy has. He's got like 37 kills on the side of his aircraft here. His livery is decked out. Got plenty of kills. I'm trying to see around this P-47 with everything I've got. It is so impossible to see around this thing. It's just so damn fat.
No, the jug.
That's what they call it?
Yeah.
It is such a fat aircraft. Like, I cannot see around it.
Oh, I got shot.
It's gonna feel so good to fly the F-16 again after this. because I'll be able to see everything.
How did I just stall a wing? Oh, I know how, because I have asymmetric flaps and such.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I just momentarily inverted.
Flip that thing over.
You're shooting at random stuff. Alright, I'm out of ammo. Oh, I got shot again and again. I'm getting hit by AKs.
Yeah, but they still do damage to that aircraft.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, most of one of my ailerons is gone. This is difficult to fly now. I'm like full left stick.
This is an issue.
Request rearming.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what his situation is. Yep, he's got flaps all the way down, which is not making directional flight any easier.
No.
Just glitched like crazy on my screen. Looks ridiculous. You got holes in your left wing. You got a ripped up left aileron.
I'm going straight in.
Oh yeah, and your flaps are asymmetrical too.
Yeah, and I can't, and they're locked, they're stuck, so I can't put them down anymore.
Rearming complete.
And my ailerons are asymmetrical. No, they aren't actually. I can't even tell.
Yeah, they are, because your left one's ripped up, your right one's not.
No, that's not what I mean. It's just the movement, but I think that's just the range of motion that they have.
I will be amazed if you can land this thing safely.
Ye of little faith, my friend.
Bro, I know you can do it. I know you. If there's anyone that can.
I already did it. I did the same exact thing last time. It's interesting seeing the effect of torque. If I'm at idle, and then if I accelerate, it rolls to the left slightly.
I'm trying to figure out how to set the parking brake.
Oh, it's awkward. You have to like hold the brakes and then pull the thing back and then release the brakes and then release the parking brake.
Well, I've tried doing all that, it didn't work. So I'm just gonna hold the brakes.
I don't remember. I know it's more fiddly in that than it is in the P-51. That's how you do it in the P-51, but
Yeah,
I like.
in that one.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what he can do. Just keep the throttle at a nice, steady speed, a little bit above your landing speed. And then put it to idle right once you get over the ground. Not quite yet. There you go. Keep the nose down a little bit. Now slowly start to pitch the nose up. Just gently. Just gently. There you go. Now gently pull it back. And now gently apply some brake. Not too much. Nice and soft. Keep it in control. Directional control. There you go. This is what I'm talking about, bro. That was a great landing, man. Fantastic.
My landing gear okay? I think so.
Yeah, the gear is in mint condition.
Both
the gears are in mint condition.
That went well, sort of.
Wow. Nicely done, I gotta say. I'm over here fully gassed up, fully rearmed, about to go on my second attack run. I keep forgetting to lock the tail wheel. That is a crucial part of taking off safely.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this will just tip over within like 20 knots. Alright, we're over 100 knots. Nose is gonna start coming down.
Dude, I just went at the MiG-29 to see if I could load the nuke. There's a pop-up and the sign that says it is strictly forbidden to arm and use nuclear weapons. It is a bannable threat. They know me too well.
They know you so well,
I
bro.
literally went out just to do that.
You have
so
to try.
funny.
You have to try, because you're
No,
never on
'cause
the
I'm gonna
server anyway.
I don't want to get banned, and I don't know if it bans me from all Kubi Inferno servers or just this.
No, it's just this
No,
one.
we could. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna
We'll have to do it on our own. We'll have to do it on a different one.
Yeah, let's do
if
it.
you
The
find
server
a different
reset.
server, if you find a server,
No, I think you should just host one just so we can test it. Like if you just.
dude, you could probably
give
find a
me-
server that's the test range where it says like gun range.
No, but I don't want to have to look through 100 million servers because they're all gonna ban nukes because it's just so OP. I think you should just create a mission on any map. Just literally all you have to do is stick in a MiG-21 slot, and maybe anything else that you want to fly, and just let me hop in that.
And then I can fly with you while you drop
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So we can cold start the MiG-21, and I can cold start another aircraft and fly with you.
Exactly.
Damn, I kind of want to get the F-18 to be honest.
A Hornet? Yeah.
Yeah, I
should
could cop it right now, but should I though? That's the real question. I think I probably should.
Yeah.
It seems worth it. Well, I'll tell you what. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Right after this sortie, I'm literally approaching the target area right now. I'm gonna drop these bombs, RTB land, and then that is what I'm gonna do.
Alright, I'm gonna wait then. I'm not gonna hop in a new slot. Actually, what I will do though first is I'm gonna just practice the MiG startup.
It's pretty clutch. You know what you should do is also record a tutorial for that.
MiG-21 setup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to practice it because I did it the other day, or like a week, I don't remember when, and I just kind of sort of remembered some things. It's just like a million switches, so I just kind of turned stuff on and then hope for the best.
I'm just trying to find this target area here. I think I've located the target area. Yep, target area has been located. Alright, bombs away. Laps up. Dodging. Bombs direct hit.
Nice.
Yep, that is an absolutely perfect direct hit. Right on target. Alright, going in for the second round. There's a couple infantry members. I'm just going to finish the rest of my guns in an RTB. This is going to be the last run, because I'll definitely run out of guns by the end of this. Alright, out of guns, egressing to the southwest. Defending, small arms fire. And egressing RTB to the north. Yeah, I'm definitely getting pretty decent at precision targeting with P-47. I just
Nice.
kind of roughly know where the bomb's going to go, even when my clipper's not on it. It's really one of those things that just comes with practicing it. Because there's no indicator, there's no instrument that you can possibly use. It's all about kind of intuition on how high up you are, how fast you're going, and how much you pull back at the time, and your angle and everything. That's why it's pretty crazy, like how these World War II bombers are able to get away and do that stuff back in like the 40s and 30s.
Yeah, I bombed it so hard. I mean, the B-17s, like B-24s, had that nice bomb sights in them, so they could do straight and level bombing from high altitude, but still inherently inaccurate compared to modern stuff, of course. That's guided.
Yeah, by a long shot. It's not even in the same ballpark. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so to slow down now that I'm going too fast, I'm putting my compressibility flaps all the way down. This is basically going to act as a spoiler, as if this was a modern aircraft. I'm going to slowly start to descend my airspeed. And I'm going to lower my altitude here, get myself a little closer to the runway on the left side. We have runway 07 left. What is this, Saipan? I don't think so. Drop the flaps all the way down. Now you're able to slowly start to hear the sound of the engine descending in RPM. Making sure to pay attention to the manifold pressure and the RPM, ensuring that it doesn't go too low. Once you're under 150 knots, you can slowly begin to pitch the nose up as well as drop your landing gear. Now we're just going to be holding 125 knots, and we'll put the throttle to idle, bringing it to 100 knots and less once we get to about 10 feet over the runway. So right now I'm really focusing on my trim, making sure to utilize as much trim as possible so I can have a steady, slow glide slope and I don't have to provide radical inputs. We want to have a very smooth landing to ensure our landing gear is in contact. Alright, so we're at about 130 knots right here. We're coming in nice and steady. I'm going to slowly start easing back on the throttle, as well as pitching the nose up simultaneously. Pitching the nose up, got a little bump on the ground. So we did a bouncy landing, that's okay. Now we're full idle, got the nose pitched up, all three wheels on the ground, full back on the stick, giving it a little bit of brake, slow the thing down, paying attention to manifold pressure and RPM, keeping it over 1,000 on the RPM, flaps all the way up, canopy all the way up, their canopy all the way in, and then we're going ahead and taxiing to the parking spot.
I forgot that you have to seal the canopy in the MiG-21, and I just got to at a decent airspeed. My canopy came off.
Well, that is a good thing that you troubleshooted then.
I'm flying a convertible MiG.
My man's just in the drop top MiG.
It actually looks kind of sick like this. Spectate me. It's no louder with the canopy off. I don't know if...
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the famous tail number, as always. And we are taxiing back to the parking area. I hope you learned something. I really hope you had a great time watching with Whisper and I today. And we truly appreciate and cherish and value your viewership. So if you enjoyed, I hope you subscribe for more, and subscribe to Whisper at Whisper DCS on Instagram as well as on YouTube. And definitely make sure to tune in next time. Peace to the Middle East.